For more videos, press the subscribe button and also turn on the bell notifications to receive the updates directly in your device.
Hello friends, I Nehra welcome you all to our Nehra classes YouTube channel. In this video tutorial, we are going to learn how to use the awk command in Unix or Linux with the help of examples. But before that, I would like to give you the brief idea about the awk command. Actually, awk is a scripting language used for manipulating data and generating reports. The awk command programming language requires no compiling and allows the user to use variables, numeric functions, string functions, and logical operators. awk is a utility that enables a programmer to write tiny but effective programs in form of statements that define text patterns that are to be searched for in each line of a document and the action that is to be taken when a match is found within a line. awk is mostly used for pattern scanning and processing. It searches one or more files to see if they contain lines that matches with the specified patterns and then performs the associated actions. Actually, awk is the abbreviated from the names of the developers Aho, Weinberger and Kernighan. So these three were the developers of the awk command. Now coming to the point, what can we do with the help of the awk command? So we can do numerous operations with awk command, like we can scan a file line by line, we can split each input line into fields, we can compare input line or fields to patterns, and we can perform actions on matched lines. awk command is very useful for transform data files as well as to produce formatted reports. awk can also be used for programming, like we can format output lines, we can use arithmetic and string operations, and we can use the conditional statements and loops there. Now coming to the syntax of awk command. So after the awk command, we specify the options, then we mention the selection criteria in single quotes, and after that we specify the name of the file where we are running the awk command. And in case if we want to redirect the output in any file, we can mention the file name after the redirectional operator there. So without wasting time, let's get started with the session. So first of all, what we are going to do, we are going to create a file here with the name as staff.txt, and in this file we are going to copy some data which we will use for the different options of awk command. And in this file I'm going to mention the details of the staff of any organization, like I will mention the name of the employees there, I will also mention their designations, I will also mention their departments and as well as their respective salaries. And after that I will simply save this file. So let me verify whether the data is saved there properly or not. So you can see that everything is present in this file. Now we will execute the awk command to see the different patterns. First of all, we will talk about the default behavior of awk command. By default, awk prints every line of data from the specified file. So if I execute the awk command like this, awk, and within single quotes let me write there print in curly brackets. So I will mention here print, I will close the single quotes, and after that I will mention the name of the file. So what this command will do, this command will print all the data that is present in this file. In the above example, no pattern is given, so the actions are applicable to all the lines. Action print without any argument prints the whole line by default. So it prints all the lines of the file without failure. So it is giving us the same output that we would have got if we would have executed the cat command for this file. So you can compare the output. Both the outputs are similar. It is displaying all the details of the file. Now in case if we want to print only the specific lines containing a keyword. So that we can also do. So for that we have to mention their awk, and in the selection criteria that we specify within single quotes, there we can define the string. So let me mention their manager, and I will close this with forward slash. After that I will give one space, and there within curly brackets I will write their print, and at the end I will mention the name of the file. So what it will do, it will only show us those lines which contains the manager word. So there are such 3 lines present in this file. You can have a look at this. Out of 8, only 3 lines are having the manager string, and in case if we want to see the details of the managers only, like their names, their salaries, we can use this option there. So in the above example, the awk command prints all the lines which matches the word manager. Now let's proceed towards the next example. Now we will learn how to split a line into fields. For each record, that is line, the awk command splits the record delimited by white space character by default and stores it in the $n variable. If the line has 4 words, it will be stored in $1, $2, $3 and $4 respectively. Also, $0 represents the whole line. Now let me show you this with the help of the example. Suppose I want to print the first and the fourth column of this file only. So for that I can mention their awk, and within the single quotes I can mention print in the curly brackets like this, and after this print we can specify the column number. For the first column we can mention $1, after that we can put comma, and we can specify the fourth column. So for the fourth column there we can mention $4, and at the end we can specify the name of the file, that is staff.txt. So this command will print the first and the fourth column of the staff.txt file. You can have a look at this. In case if we want to see the names of the staff members along with their respective salaries, we can use this command. In the same way, if we want to print the other columns, we can mention their number as well. Like if we want to print column 1, 2 and 3, so we can also do that. There we can mention $1, $2 and $3 and press enter. So this time it will only print the first, second and the third column of the staff.txt file. So in the above example, $n represents the column. Now we will talk about some built-in variables that we use with the awk command, like nr, nf, fs, rs, ofs or ors. Now if I talk about the nr variable, the nr command keeps a current count of the number of the input records. In the same way, the nf command keeps a count of the number of fields within the current input record. Fs command contains the field separator character which is used for divide the fields, and rs command stores the current record separator character. Suppose I want to print the line number at the output, so for that I can use the nr built-in variable of the awk command. So for that I can mention awk, and after that I can define the selection criteria. So in the single quotes I will write print in the curly brackets, and there I will mention nr for the line number, comma, and for the entire data or all the lines I can mention $0, because $0 represents all the lines, and after that I can mention the name of the file of course at the end and press enter. So it will show us all the data, all the lines along with their line numbers. So the nr variable here is used to print the line numbers at the output. In case if we don't use this nr variable here, it will show us all the data of the staff.txt file without the line number. Now let me show you how can we use the nf built-in variable. Suppose we want to print the last column, that is the salary of the employees along with their names. So we can simply use the same command that we executed sometimes back. So we can mention awk, and in the curly brackets we can write print, and Along with the print, we can mention the column number like $1 for the name and $4 for the salaries, and at the end we can specify the name of the file. So it is printing the names and the salaries of the employees. We can also print these details with the help of the NF variable. So for that we have to simply replace this $4 with $NF. So this NF will print the last column, that is the salary column. So you can see the names of the employees there as well as their salaries. So in the above example, the $1 represents the name while the $NF represents the salary, and we can get the salary using the $NF variable. In this case, NF represents the last field or the last column. Let me show you one more use of the NR built-in variable. NR built-in variable can also be used to print the selected lines. So if I show you the details of the files, this file contains total 8 lines. So suppose I want to print the details from line number 3 to line number 6 only. So how can I do that? By using the NR variable that I'm going to show you. So for that we will write there awk. After that we will start the single quote, and there we will mention NR, and here we will specify the value of NR is equal to 3 since we want to see the output from line number 3. Then we will mention comma there, we will give one space, and then again we will write there NR, and here we will mention the last value of NR, that is 6, since we want to see the output up to line number 6 only. And again we will give one space, and there within curly brackets we will write print, and here again we will write there NR comma, and there we will mention $0 for all the lines, and we will close the single quotes, and after that we will specify the name of the file. So what this command will do, this command will print the output from line number 3 to line number 6. You can have a look at this, and it will also show us the line numbers. So for the next example of awk command, I'm going to create a file here with the name as Nehra classes.txt, and in this file I will copy some data. So the data contains different columns and different lines. In each line we have different names and some random data. Let me save this file. So let me show you the contents of this file. So we have column A, B and C, and we have different lines there, and different names are present there: Vikas, Man, Rohit. If I want to print the first item along with the row number, so how can I do that? So for that we can use the NR built-in variable along with the hyphen. So let me show you. We can mention awk, then we will start the single quotes, we will start the curly bracket, and we will write there print, and inside curly brackets we will mention print, then we will write NR after giving one space, and then we will give one space, and we will start the double quotes, then we will mention hyphen there, we will give one space, and again we will mention double quotes, then we will give one space, then we will mention there $1, and after that we will give one space, and then we will close the quotes, and at the end we will mention the name of the file. So this command will print the row number or line number with names. So you can have a look at this. Suppose if you want to print the second column or the second item from Nehra classes.txt file, so for that you can use the awk command like this. You will mention awk, then single quotes, and in the curly brackets you can write there print, and there you can mention $2 for the second column, and you can close the quotes, and you can mention the name of the file. So it will print the second column on the output. You can also find the longest line present in your file. So for that you can use the awk command like this. You can mention awk, then you have to mention single quote there, you can start the curly bracket, after that you can give this space, and you can use the conditional statement. So you can write there if, and you can start the bracket, there you can mention the variable as length, and There you can mention $0 like this, and after that you can use the greater than sign. You can write there max. You can close the After that you can close the bracket. Then after giving one space you can mention max space is equal to, and then you can write there length, and here you can mention $0. After that give one space and close the curly bracket. Then you can write there and in capitals, and you can again start the curly bracket. You can write there print max space. You can close the curly bracket, and you can close the quotes as well now, and after that you can mention the name of the file. So this command will print the longest line that is present in your file. You can also use the awk command to count the lines in a file. So for that you can write awk. You can start the quotes, then you can mention there and space curly bracket start space print space nr space. You can close the curly brackets, you can close the quotes as well, and after that you can mention the name of the file. So this command will count the lines that are present in your file, so you can see the output. Let me verify the same by running the cat command. So you can see that 1 2 3 4 lines are present, and it is showing us the same output. You can also print the lines with more than n characters by using the awk command. Suppose if you want to print the lines which contains more than 10 characters, so for that you can use the awk command like this: awk single quote starts length. Here you can mention $0. After that you have to use greater than sign, and you can mention the character numbers. So I will mention there 10. After that you can close the quotes, and you can mention the name of the file. So it will print those lines which contains more than 10 characters, and it counts the white space as well. So let me modify the file, and let me mention 2 characters at the end, and I'll save the file, and again I'll execute the same command. So this time you will see that it will not show us the last line, because there are less than 10 characters present at the last line. Let me verify the file. So only 2 characters are there. Now let's proceed further. You can also use the awk command for the arithmetic operations. Like if you want to print the square of the first number from 1 to n, so you can use the awk command there as well. Suppose I want to print the square from number 1 to 6. So how can we do that? We will write there awk single quote, then we will mention begin in capitals, then curly bracket starts. We will use the for loop there, for bracket starts. Here we will use the variable I is equal to 1, semicolon, I less than or is equal to 6, because here we have to specify the number up to which we want to see the square. And again we will mention semicolon, I plus plus for the increment, and we will close the bracket. Then we will write there print. After that we will give one space, and within double quotes we will mention square of. Then we will mention comma there, I comma, and in double quotes we will write is comma, and here we will specify the condition, that is the multiplication of the number with itself. So we will write there I asterisk I semicolon, space, curly bracket close, inverted comma close. As soon as we will press enter, it will show us the output of each number from number 1 to 6, and you can have a look at this. So in this way we can use the awk command for arithmetic operations as well. So here in this command we are doing the arithmetic operation and we are using the loops as well. So there may be n number of such uses of the awk command, and few of them I tried to show you here in this tutorial. So guys, that's it from my side for today's tutorial. I hope you would have enjoyed the tutorial. If you like it, then do share it with your friends and colleagues and give a like to this video. And if you are new on this channel, then please subscribe us and turn on the bell notification. I will see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. Take care.